Friends, big group or little group? Like, by the way, I'm loving the light right now. Yes. I mean, I feel like a cat, just like, there's a little bit of sun. I'm gonna go and bask in it. Not too much though. Oh, that's too much. Just a little bit. Anyway, friends. Friends. The two of us need look no more. No, that's Ben. Okay, so friends, friendship groups. What kind of friend are you? What kind of friend am I? Have you ever asked yourself what kind of friend you are? I actually don't consider myself to be a particularly good friend, but I also don't consider myself to be a particularly bad friend. I'd say I'm a mediocre friend. I don't think I'm your she'll be there in a second, never let you down friend. Sometimes maybe I kind of wish that I was. But anyway, that's just not the point. I was watching this video on YouTube. What was it called? The title of which was Friendless Women Are Going Viral on TikTok. And I was like, are they? I should be over there. Not because I'm like friendless, but I don't consider myself to roll in a big group of friends. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so she was like analysing the different reasons that she was looking at some of these videos and then analysing the different reasons you might find yourself not friendless, but like, you know, just not in a massive clique. And I think I say that I don't think I'm like one of the bestest friends in the world because while I do have friends that I've known almost all of my life, and we will always be in each other's lives, I believe, I don't see them that often. And then it's always like nothing happened. We're just connected differently. And I think maybe for me it's because I've travelled. I've lived in other countries a lot, and so like I have really tight friendships in other countries. I have really amazing circle of friends in Italy, in Rome specifically, and in New York, who I miss. And when I'm there, I miss my friends here. But I'm not the kind of person who, I don't like, you know, like, I don't like to have expectations of what a friend does and doesn't do. I had a friend that did that and challenged my veracity as a friend because, like, you know, I think because I could just like go long periods of time without you hearing from me, or you know, you could go quite long periods of time without hearing from me. And that didn't go down well. It doesn't go down well with some people, but that's kind of who I am. And while you're not hearing from me, I might also not be hearing from you. Why is that all on me? Similarly, I do notice friends who just step up without even being asked to. When my grandmother died, one of my oldest friends, probably actually my oldest friend, oldest in terms of longevity, not in terms of age, is actually a couple of years younger than me. Well done, you. You know who you are. Not only did she come to the funeral, But she quite spontaneously got up and spoke at the funeral. You know, that moment where it was like people plan, people, get your words out, my love. So, you know, the people, there was planned speaking, and there was that moment where you say, does anyone else have anything they'd like to say? And in that moment right there, she stood up. She didn't come to the front or anything, but she stood up, and from exactly where she was, she stood up tall. She spoke loud and proud. She did my Nana justice. And I was like, wow. I'm not sure I'd be able to step up in that way. In fact, I'm fairly sure that I didn't. Like, I wasn't around when her grandmother passed away. I wasn't in the country. I've got another really, really good friend who I was supposed to be a bridesmaid for, but I didn't actually come. I was in Rome at the time, and I didn't come back for the wedding. I sent my mum instead. I think my mum was actually invited. My mum was not, instead of me as a bridesmaid, she was already invited, but she did go. And that should really make me an awful friend. I had very valid reasons, however, and we are still amazing friends. And it's lovely seeing them, but it's just difficult, isn't it? It's difficult coordinating, especially like the mix of people's different schedules. Some people have kids, some people don't. They're all on different schedules. And I don't like going out and drinking and partying anymore. So, and even when I did, like, it wasn't necessarily to the same places as my friends. So I think I've always considered myself to, I don't know, what's the difference between friends and acquaintances? I don't know that I like to make that distinction. I just think it's interesting. I'm like quite happy with my own company. And then I'm also delighted when I see friends. I am more of a one-on-one kind of a person, or small groups. And I find it very difficult and stressful to bring different friend groups together. I only did that successfully once. And it was really successful. I think I'm more interested in just sitting here and closing my eyes and turning my face to the sun than anything else right now. Like that's just the most beautiful thing. So, like, is it weird if you don't have a lot of friends? I don't think so, necessarily. Is it weird if you don't want a lot of friends? Like, that's a real thing. Like, you don't need any more friends in your life. Your friend circle is kind of set, and you just don't feel that you have time for more. Valid. But this is what this one video was talking about. It's like, as long as you've got like a social support structure, it doesn't really matter who they are. It doesn't matter if they're partners or family or friends, as long as you've got it. And if you haven't, then maybe try and get it. Now that I understand, that I respect, because I am small on family. Not as in family is not important to me, I just am small on family. Would you Adam and Eve it? We're nearly there, and we've got like this noise. You can hear that, can't you? You can hear that. Some flying objects. I think it's a helicopter. That's okay. It's just fine and dandy. Would I like to be a better friend? I think so, but I'm not sure that I really know how to do that. My perception is that it involves more time commitment, and I'm very bad at that. I'm very bad at making plans and sticking to them, unless it's work related. It's like, oof, I'm just such a loner, basically. 1111, love you.